For most of us who live abroad and when we come to visit home, it is always a mixed feeling. There are days when it is all laughter and joy and the family is having a good time together. And then there are days when you realize that you are in fact part of a really dramatic plan. As for me, my family and I, we are not the traditional kind. Even though we all live together, we still prefer our individual spaces. We like to give each other some privacy. Of course, we help each other out. We do a lot of things together. For example, on Sundays, we all sort of cook together. Some of us cut vegetables, some of us clean the dishes, some of us do the cooking, etc. But then there are also times when we want to do things just by ourselves. For example, for me, I always eat alone. Even though I know that my mother is sitting on the couch, probably reading a book, or maybe she is cleaning the kitchen. I know she's around, but I'm still sitting there alone on the dinner table, eating by myself. And while it might sound odd or even sad for some people, we don't really care because this is how we usually function. So even when I visit home after staying abroad for so long and I'm just home for a few days, I still sit and eat alone. But there are other activities that I involve myself in. For example, this was the first time that I helped my mother cut a serpent gourd, and as you saw in the video, it's a longish green looking vegetable. My mother prefers cutting them into half moon like shapes and then she puts them into boiling oil, adds some salt and turmeric and gives them a good stir and just lets them rest. And I was really surprised that despite cutting so many pieces, they ultimately shrink and become a really small amount. My mother was also preparing Ilish Macher Jhol, or in English as we would call it, Hilsha fish. She was preparing a really light gravy with just the fish which she had fried before in oil, and along with it she had added some eggplants. She prepares the gravy's base with the eggplant and all different kinds of spices and pour some water into it before she lets it rest for a bit, and after that she adds the water and eventually she starts putting in the pieces of the fish. All this time I was actually helping her by cutting the onions or cleaning out some of the dishes that she wouldn't be using anymore, or just hovering around and talking to her. So these are the ways that my family and I spend time together. We don't really believe in going out and doing things or having a dinner table ritual, anything like that. But it's a lot more casual. It's a lot more we see each other and we just start doing things, or we don't do anything together at all. And it's also kind of relaxing for me because it takes off the pressure of having to live in a routine, which I already do because of my work and everything else. So when I have to spend time with my family, it's usually very, very light, and we talk about a lot of things and we make a lot of decisions even during those casual moments. But yeah, sometimes I would wish that we would plan a bit ahead, we would do things more together. But I think cooking is that one time for us when we actually do things together. I'm Bornuna and you can call me Nora, and this was a little bit about me and my family and what we are as people in essence. Thank you so much again for watching this video today, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing the very new Bengali dish as well, Ilish Macher Jhol. Thank you once again for joining me in this journey. Au revoir, bisous.